Hi, Wally, it's me.
Hello. What's the problem?
The police have found Judy.
Dead.
She's on her way to Wentworth now.
Hey, there's a recipe in here for a cake, Lizzie.
You're reading it upside down, stupid. You should be in the happy house for half weeks, not here.
Oh, I didn't mean nothing. Just wanted to see if she'd get a bit of a fright, that's all. I'm sorry, Phil.
I can't see her presenting us with any problems, Phyllis.
I want you to break off the engagement to my son.
And if I don't?
Well, I'll be forced to tell him exactly what you are. And about your conviction for soliciting.
You wouldn't take the risk. And even if you did, he'd never believe you.
I could produce proof.
Proof of what? That girl in the prison was Randy Goodlove, not sweet little Jenny. Of course, you could produce police photographs, but the quality of those isn't the best.
Your fingerprints are on file.
Correction, Mrs. Morris. Randy Goodlove's fingerprints are on file. And this little lady isn't about to volunteer to provide her prints so that you can make a comparison.
Oh, you're a calculating little bitch, aren't you?
Well, look on the bright side. You were the one who suggested I take a more respectable view of life. And now I'm going to. I'm getting married.
I've okayed these transfers. Miss Ferguson, process them, will you?
Yes, Governor.
I'm about to have lunch. I'll be in my office if you have any queries.
Right.
You all right?
We just get it over with. Your name is Judith May Bryant, is that correct?
Yes.
You've been charged with murder and are to be held on remand pending your trial. Is that correct?
Yes. Thanks.
Any valuables?
No.
Okay, Bryant. Through to the showers.
Wait a minute. The women are having lunch. Do you want to join them after the show?
No. I just want to be alone.
Bet you London tour freaks to take on the two of them and the freak and lay them out like a roll of lino.
She's very strong, isn't she?
Yeah, but there's something holding her back, and I'm buggered if I know what it is. If it wasn't for me rotten arm, I'd take him on myself.
Well, maybe she just doesn't like to throw weight around.
Oh, she threw it around all right at Barnhurst. She killed a screw.
Look, that's different, Lizzie. That could happen on the spur of the moment. But keeping Sonia and Ferguson in line is another matter.
Yeah, what a waste. She make a marvellous bash artist. All brawn and no brain.
But handling Sonia will take brains.
Well, you're a school teacher, Pedro. Can't you think of something?
Yeah, good thinking. Why don't you get her to team up with us, love? What you say?
I'll try.
Hey, Cass, want to come and eat with us, love?
Oh, thanks.
Well, here's a chair. Thanks.
Oh, gee, Tucker looks good today, eh?
You gotta be joking. It's bloody awful.
Oh, yeah, I know. But Mrs. O'Regan's a nice lady. We don't upset her, do we?
Oh, you're back. How did the lunch go?
How good, huh?
Terrible.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. Do you know what she told me? She told me if I told Marty the truth, I could lose him forever. And I'm scared she's right.
So the claws are in that deep, are they?
And he's not feeling a thing. Oh, I suppose I'm a coward, but I just can't bring myself to tell him. Well, I mean, I know how he feels about her. He just wouldn't believe me.
I'd be willing to talk to him if you thought...
No, Colin, he'd know I'd put you up to it.
Oh, don't throw in the towel yet. She might get run over by a truck or something.
Oh, I suppose I better get back to work. Anything happened whilst I was away?
Oh, yes. There's an old face out there. Judy Bryant's been brought back in.
That's right, Bryant. Nice and neat. You're not in that flop house now, are you? You're home. Isn't that right? Answer me, Bryant.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
You know, killing Kent off like that isn't going to make you too popular with the other women. But I'm sure Smith will understand. Do you think Smith will understand, Bryant?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Good. Then why don't you write and tell her? At Barnhurst.
You're lying. You're lying. You're a liar. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. 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 Oh, babe.
30 for Sunnyside, 108 for Wentworth General. God, the numbers have dropped since I stopped folding, haven't they?
See? Oh, yeah, sorry. Old butter stumps, eh?
Pick 'em up, Parker.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
You bitch, Stevens, you tripped her!
No, I didn't. Miss Ferguson would have said so.
Get back to work, you two. She can get up by herself.
Oh, I'm good, thanks, but...
Any more clowning out of you, Parker, and you'll be on a charge.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Think you could do with a bit more help in here, Stevens? Someone with a bit more experience.
Oh, who'd you have in mind?
Oh, an old hand at the laundry game. Judy Bryant. She just arrived.
What's this?
Your favourite cover girl of mine, Mason.
Oh, no, I bet the minister's on his way over here right now.
No, I don't think so. Have a look.
Oh. I see what you mean. He's even been kind to the prison.
I wanted to clear it with you first, but I don't see why we should censor it.
No, it's fine. Let the women see it.
Good.
I'm sorry to barge in like this, but Judy Bryant has hurt her hand rather badly.
How did it happen?
Well, I'm afraid it's self-inflicted. She's in a terrible state.
Is she with Scott now?
Yes, she is. I'm really worried about her. I think this could break her.
Oh, she'll come through. She's tough.
I don't know. I couldn't imagine being faced with a decision like she had.
Yeah, well, the fact is Bryant was faced with it and looks as though she killed Kent, so now she's our headache.
Well, let's hope it won't last for long. She might be acquitted.
Yes, well, for her sanity and for the sake of Driscoll. If that folds, all her good work will have been for nothing.
What's wrong, Lizzie? You look worried.
Yeah, I am. I can't find Jude anywhere.
Maybe Ferguson was lying.
No, she's in all right. I found all the stuff in one of the cells. Bloody Phyllis is pushing it a bit far, isn't she?
She isn't being very nice, is she?
Yeah. Well, she'd soon pull her head in if Cass stuck up for herself. Why don't you have a word with her now, love?
I haven't thought of anything to say yet.
Say anything, just get her steamed up. I mean, Jude'll be on our side, and if we can get Cass, well, we'll be set, won't we?
I'll try, but let me do it on my own.
Oh, jeez. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's got soap in my eye.
Cass, I just wanted to tell you that I think it's terrible the way Sonia and Phyllis are treating you. And Ferguson just letting it happen.
Oh, thanks, Petra. Don't you worry about me. I can take it.
But why do you? Look, I'm not a fighter, but I just couldn't let anyone treat me like that. And you're stronger than Sonia and Phyllis put together.
Yeah, well, that's the trouble, isn't it? A bit too strong for my own good. Anyone's good. And I've got a temper, real bad one.
Is that what happened to the officer at Barnhurst?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. See, I don't remember much about it. Oh, I done it all right. That's for sure. I don't remember it. Ah, she was always going on at me, pushing me round, laughing at me, calling me stupid. Geez, you reckon Sonia's bad.
But why did she choose you?
Good for a laugh, I suppose. No, it went on for months. All I remember is looking down and seeing a line on the floor of the rec room. Face was all bashed in, jaw was broke. I thought she was dead. Then she started to moan and tried to crawl away from me. I thought to myself, someone's done it, someone's finally done her. And then I looked down and so I had all this blood on me. And it was her blood. I could hear someone bawling. And I looked up. All the women were there. None of them had come near me. Three days later, she was dead. I still don't remember doing it.
Cass, look, I'm sorry. I feel as if I've been prying.
Forget it. That's why I let people like Phyllis push me round, makes them feel big. Don't do me any harm.
I can understand that now.
Thanks. It's better this way.
Oh, isn't he romantic? He's too nice to be a journalist. He sounds more like a poet.
Sounds as though he could make you a really good hubby, love.
Mrs. Pixie Featherstone. Oh, well.
Talking of weddings, we got to get a present for Petra. Anybody got any suggestions?
Yeah, you can count me out for a start.
We already have.
Oh, isn't that awful? My mind's gone a blank. Well, what can we give her?
Oh, I don't know. It's different getting spliced here. Poor little love. She's in for life. She could probably be here for 8 years.
Well, that's it then. Buy her 8 calendars.
Ah, I've got it.
What?
A little white leather-bound prayer book.
A prayer book?
She can carry it with her on a wedding day.
Oh, yeah. A prayer book. That'd be lovely, Bex.
Oh, they're beautiful, Lizzie.
You should know. You've probably got a bookshelf full of them.
Jude. God, I was so worried about you. They said you were here, but I couldn't find you anywhere.
Yeah, well, I was having my hand bandaged.
God, what have you done to it?
Little accident. Looks as though you went to the same shop. What'd you do?
Bee's gone, love.
Yeah, I know.
We're in an awful mess here. Do you know what the freak told me? She said you'd kill little Hayes. Now, why would you say a thing like that?
Lizzie, you're going to have to try and understand something.
It isn't true, is it, Jude?
Yes.
But why, Jude? Hayes never hurt anyone except herself.
Lizzie, please try and understand, okay?
Understand what? All I know in here is that you killed a mate, so what is there to understand?
Oh, hi.
Hello, mate.
Hey, you look a bit washed out.
Must be the company I keep, eh?
Terrific. Jokes with a long face. Bad day, huh?
In patches.
Well, at least your lunch with Jenny was a bright patch from what I hear. Yeah, she told me all about it. Hey, I'm really glad, Mum. I want you two to get along.
What did she say?
Oh, just how much of a good time you both had. And, that's about it, really.
See?
Hey, she's great, isn't she?
Remarkable.
Hey, there's no time for that. She'll be here in a couple of hours.
What do you mean, a couple of hours?
Well, he did tell her 8 o'clock. And I wasn't sure what we were going to cook, so I took a couple of steaks out of the freezer in case. But I sort of... But I really want this to make up for the first time.
I'll see to that.
There you are, Lizzie.
Thank you, love.
Lizzie, do you mind if I sit here? I gotta talk to you.
I wish you'd make up, Lizzie. She looks awfully sad.
Just talk to her. It won't do any harm.
The harm has already been done. You lose a bit of level tonight, after lights out.
Good, I can do with the drink. I've got a lot of forgetting to do.
Then don't forget it's $1 a bottle.
That stinks.
So does your booze. Shut up. Now, you just have your money ready. And don't get caught with it. Because if you do, you'll have more than a headache for a week. And it won't be from the booze.
Oh, you're going to eat with us tonight, are you?
Looks like it. No better offers.
Good. You can give Liz a hand with the table.
Why should I? She doesn't do anything else.
They're my bloody stockings.
Shove it, they're mine.
Like hell they are. Get 'em off.
Oh, now, come on, girls, hang on.
Oh, shut up. That bitch is always into my stuff.
I've got my own things. I don't need your lousy stuff.
Then take off those bloody stockings.
Why? You don't want to wear them now, do you?
I want you out of those now, or I'll have your guts.
Kelly, why don't you take them off, wash them, and give them back to her?
Be buggered. I'm not her bloody slave.
Hand them over.
You got 'em.
Oh. Kelly, don't you think you should do that in your own
shut
room?
up.
Cheap as crap anyway. You wash 'em.
Give 'em to me. Bitch.
Got to do something. Bloody Sonia, she's running all over us. And if gas won't help us, well, who will?
Judy? Oh, aren't you being a bit hard on her?
What?
You don't know all the circumstances.
What's to know? She killed a mate.
Petra, look at these.
Oh, they're lovely pics.
Oh, thank you.
Always a bride, but never a bridesmaid.
Well, I just thought they might give you a few ideas on what you want.
These are just beautiful, Pixie, but you see, I don't...
Oh, don't worry about copying. I don't mind in the least.
I've chosen a dress. Scott's organised it for me.
I thought I was going to watch you.
It's a beautiful dress, Pixie. You'll love it. I know you will. Oh, and I might as well ask you now. I haven't got a bridesmaid, so...
Oh, yes, of course. I've never been a bridesmaid. Oh, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Oh, gosh, I hope I don't mess it up.
I think she means she'll do it.
But you mustn't make any more decisions without consulting me first, promise?
I promise.
After all, I am a bit of an expert on weddings.
I'll say, you could even give Elizabeth Taylor lessons.
I mean, look, we can help each other to run this house smoothly, or we can keep on having stand-up fights over pantyhose.
Stockings.
Oh, sorry, stockings, huh? Well, I'll get it, huh?
You ever knock 'em off again, and I'll break both your legs.
Hi. I didn't expect to see you.
Just thought I'd drop by to see how you're coping.
As good as the next referee. Girls, I want you to meet a friend of mine. This is Anne. This is Kelly. This is Liz. That's Lois, and that's Paula. I'll get you a chair.
Thanks. Glad to meet you all.
What do you do?
I work for the public service.
Are you a cushy job?
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
What department?
Hey, hang on. What about the house rules? No questions. Or doesn't that apply to visitors?
Don't apply to the visitors when they're screws from Wentworth.
Liz, hang on a bit.
What do you mean? Well, she's the head screw there. I saw her when I went to visit a mate of mine.
Well, look, there's no need for this.
You
I'm not
think you
here.
can just come barging in here, don't you? What kind of a bloody halfway house is this, anyway? Jeez.
Oh, Liz, wait on, will you?
Shove it. I'm getting out.
Sorry. Should have realised.
Oh, that's all right. I'm the one that's supposed to be the boss.
Will they calm down?
Don't know. I don't seem to be able to get through to them. I didn't realise how much Judy held this place together.
I know. Have you thought about applying to the department for a replacement?
Oh, yeah. But it feels too much like letting her down. This house meant so much to her.
Look, Wally, even if Judy's acquitted, I doubt if they'd let her keep on the job.
No, you're probably right. I'll have to sleep here in the meantime. They'll demolish the place if I leave them alone.
I'm sure of it, but that's no Girl Guide troop up there, so watch it.
More coffee?
Oh, thanks. This has been wonderful, a delicious meal.
Coffee, Mum?
Oh, thanks. I love that potato recipe, Mrs. Morris.
There's nothing to it.
I'm sure I couldn't make it as well as you.
Nonsense. I'm sure you're a girl who could pick up almost anything.
Yeah, Mum's right. I don't think there's anything you couldn't do if you put your mind to it.
Well, I'd better be getting home. It's late and your mum has to work tomorrow.
What sort of work do you do?
I freelance.
Oh?
As a secretary.
And do you have to go to work tomorrow?
Oh, yes. Payday's my busiest day.
Okay if I borrow the car, Mum?
Oh, keys are on the bar.
I'll bring it round. It's a little bit cold outside.
Nice try, Meg. You don't mind.
I think you've got it all sewn up, don't you?
Not quite. Oh, Marty's definitely in the bag. It'll just take a little longer to sew it up.
Do you honestly think I could ever accept you as Marty's wife?
Force yourself, Meg. I have a lot of influence over your son. You haven't seen him for years at a time. I could fix it so that you'd never see him again.
Just me.
Kelly, you know better than this.
Don't be like that. I thought you and I could go a deal.
Okay. You go back to your room and I'll forget you were here. How's that for a deal?
I've got a better one.
Go on.
Like I'll give you a bit of company. You do me a few favours.
Like?
Like I'm sick of sharing my room with Lois because she snores. And I'm sick of paying me rent because I'm broke. Well, what do you say?
I say buy yourself a set of earplugs and your rent's due next Thursday.
I could put the finger on you. I could say you rape me. Think about it.
I thought about it. Now, unless you shape up, you really will be sleeping on your own on a park bench. Now get out of here, get back to your own room and don't ever try to pull this on me again.
How the hell did you get in here?
None of your business. I'm here to collect.
What's this?
Booze. A buck a bottle and you don't have any trouble.
I think you got lost in the dark, Phyllis. I didn't order any booze. Now take it and go away.
It's not that simple, Jude. You buy it whether you want it or not. And you also owe me $2 protection money.
Now let's get one thing straight. I am not buying into any of your games. I am not buying any booze or protection or any of the crap that goes with it. Now go away, Phyllis. You bugged me.
You better pay up, Jude. Save us both a lot of trouble. Really? Like what? Anyone that doesn't pay gets a bashing.
From you, Phyllis? Now I want to be left alone. So you get your ass out of here while you can still walk.
Finished your job, huh?
Oh, yeah, I might have known you'd be involved in this. Well, you want me bashed? You do your dirty work yourself. Well, come on, what are you waiting for? No story for the governor when they find me black and blue in the morning?
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bryant? Well, you can wait. I'll pick the time and the place. And Bryant, remember you are on your own. Smith's gone, and I've got all your yellow-bellied little mates under control. Place is under new management, Bryant. Don't forget it.
Good. This lot must have some shampoo left in the bottle. It tastes bloody awful.
It's so unfair. I don't see why we should have to buy it if we're not going to drink it.
Oh, I reckon I can force a drop down. Sticks in me craw, though, when I think that the freak's making a profit. Bea would have known what to do if she'd been here. She would have known what to do about Jude, too.
Jude's a friend of yours, isn't she?
Was.
Gee, you really don't like her.
So sad, Cass.
Sad for poor little Hayes.
But she was dying, Lizzie.
Tumour or no tumour. Last time I saw Hayes, she was as happy as Larry talking to all her mates. But Jude put a stop to all that too.
I seen this movie once about a bloke with a tumour. He was in real bad pain before he died. Was it like that for Hazel?
Yes. She told us that...
It doesn't matter. An eye for an eye's all right. Like when Bea killed Nola for bumping off poor little Paddy. But Hayes never harmed anyone. All she wanted was just to be with her mates to the end.
Oh, I don't know, Lizzie. You think about it. Jude must have known she'd wind up back in here. Must have been real hard for her to do that, just to stop Hazel's pain.
Mrs. Cow says we can have time off from the laundry to make the cake this morning.
Wonderful!
Lizzie, you smell like a brewery. Don't tell me you've been drinking that terrible wine already.
No, I just had a sip of the stuff I mopped up from Mrs. Reynolds' office.
Oh, you can't do that, Lizzie. Well, what about the cake?
I only had enough to take the rotten taste out of me mouth.
Well...
What do you reckon I am?
That's all right, then, because this cake has to be the best.
Lizzie, are you sure you won't go and sit with Judy? She looks real lonely.
No. Got to do some thinking first.
Well, I'm going to go and sit with her, seeing nobody else will.
Poor Judy. She really needs her friends at the moment.
I think perhaps that I should go...
You just stay here. We've got to talk about our recipe.
Thought you might like someone to sit with you.
You thought wrong.
I know what it's like going through a bad time on your own. It's not much good with no one to talk to, is it?
I'll manage.
Of course, I never done what you done, but me dad did. When I was just a little duffer, me horse fell down a well, broke his legs. Dad had to shoot him, put him out of his pain. You know, I hated him when I seen him coming with that rifle. But then he started crying himself when he had to shoot Gopher. Reckon it was like that with you and Hazel, eh?
Yeah, it was a bit. Look, do you mind if I eat my breakfast in peace here?
Yeah, sure, Jude. I'll go get us some more toast, eh? Won't be long.
You're early?
Yes, well, I was up at the crack of dawn seeing Robert off to school camp. It's times like that the kids really are mine. How's Marty?
Just the same. Brought Randy home again for dinner last night.
Oh, hell.
Oh, if only I could tell him.
Sit down. You've got time for a quick cup.
Oh, I don't know, Colleen. Only I could think of a way to get Marty out of this mess without losing him forever.
Well, I have thought of something. I don't know whether you'll go for it, though.
Oh, I'm open to any suggestions at the moment.
Well, I think the only way Marty is going to believe the truth about her is if he discovers it for himself.
There's no way she's going to let him do that.
Just a minute. What we have to do is get him to visit her working flat so that Randy, the call girl, opens the door.
Oh, if only we could. Oh, there are two problems there. How would we find out her address? And B, how would I get my son to visit a place like that?
OK, well, the Vice Squad should be able to help with her address. Now, the second one, I think you're going to need some mail help on that.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I don't know anyone who knows her.
Yes, you do. Scott Collins. I am sure he would help.
Colleen, it's a lot to ask someone.
Yes, but I'm sure he would understand. Besides, do you have any better ideas?
No. But I don't think
well,
I can...
think about it.
Yeah, love.
Oh, hello, is an awful lot.
Yeah, well, hurry it up, because I don't want Mrs. O'Regan to see it.
Yeah, go easy with that. You don't need the whole bag.
Oh, don't worry. It's just an old bush recipe. Just a couple of dozen handfuls. Here, that should do it. Here you are.
Could we please have some cooking show to put in it, Mrs. O'Regan?
You certainly cannot. As if I'd even keep it here.
Oh, but it's a wedding cake.
I don't know what this place is coming to. Wedding cakes? Well, I'm trying to organise lunch for 50 people. Now, just how much longer is that going to take?
We won't be long.
I'll go and pop the oven on.
Oh, no, you don't, my girl. Knowing you, you blow the whole place up.
Can be delicious.
Take a dirty little mix.
It'll be better with the brandy in it.
Yeah, well, you give it a slingshot while I just keep her occupied. Mrs. O'Regan, have you got any of those little bride and groom dolls?
Be stupid? Of course I haven't.
Oh. Well, have you got a pen?
Pen? What do you want a pen for?
I thought you'd like to sign my plaster.
Oh. Let's see a pen here.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't regret what I did for Hazel. It's just this stupid bloody place. I mean, what chance does a loser like me have? Once it gets its claws into you, it never lets go.
Judy, I think you've been...
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll get out eventually. You mark my words, won't be long before it sucks me back in again.
Well, it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, you've proven you're not a loser. Look at Driscoll. Wouldn't even exist except for you.
Well, that's a laugh. Look, I'm very proud of what I did for Driscoll, sure, but it doesn't need me. Wally can run that place just as well as I can.
He's not coping very well on his own. He's thinking of handing it over.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
It's nothing. He's just having difficulty coping with the women.
Oh, God.
You can imagine how much they'd try him to their own advantage.
Yeah, I can imagine. He's not going to just walk out, though, is he?
No. The department will appoint another head to run the place.
Oh. Well, life goes on, doesn't it? A couple of weeks ago, those women said they couldn't get on without me. A couple of weeks from now, they don't even remember my name.
You haven't collected your numbers money, Phyllis. Get your papers.
Who's gonna do the bloody work?
What are you whinging about? You're doing all right. Come on, $1 each.
Oh, but I haven't got any money left.
Then you'll have to borrow it.
She's not the only one. You're bleeding us dry. I won't have any more till Joe comes tomorrow.
Very good, Hunt. Nice to see you working for a change. Don't let me interrupt.
All right, ladies, if you haven't got your numbers, buy up now. If you haven't got the money, borrow it.
Well, come on, Wrinkles, you've got dough. I'll put you down for 14 and 20.
You can't do that.
I already had. You can pay me before lunch.
Rotten mongrels. Hear them? Now listen to them. You gotta do something. You're the only one who can help.
Oh, I don't know. Numbers game's a good racket. You can make a lot of money at it.
Only if it's fair and those two are taking everybody for a ride.
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Over there and give them what for.
Hey, Sonia.
Cass, of course. Phyllis, give her number 26.
Yeah? Oh, 6 is my lucky number. But look, I like buying numbers, but it's not fair to make people buy them if they don't want them.
Oh, look, lard belly, why don't you stick your head under the press and stem out some of that fat you got between your ears?
Don't say things like that, Phyllis, because it makes me real mad. And don't call Lizzie names, neither.
That's right, Phyllis, don't be like that. Cass is right. Why don't you give her another ticket and pay for it yourself? Yeah, give her number 6.
I really have number 6?
Of course. We have to be fair, don't we?
Yeah. Thanks.
God, you're a silly kid. Would you let them back down on you like that?
Well, it's like Sonia said. She's only trying to be fair and everyone's got a chance of winning.
All right, ladies, you've got your numbers. Back to work.
Well, I'm glad you could come out and help me celebrate. I don't think a sandwich in the surgery would have been the same.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Everything set for the wedding?
Just about. Oh, what's this problem of yours?
Well, my son Marty brought home his girlfriend the other night. To cut a long story short, he thinks her name is Jenny Gleason.
What's wrong with that?
She's an old friend of ours. Her name is Randy Goodlove.
You're kidding. She's fast, isn't she? Well, how did she meet?
She met him on his ship.
And he doesn't know?
No.
Well, if there's anything I can do, Meg, just say the word.
Well, there is actually. Colleen thought it would be a good idea if we could get Marty to visit Randy's working flat. Now, I know this is an almost impossible situation
just hang
to
on,
organise.
Meg. I'm having a bucks party tomorrow night, and Marty's invited.
But you don't even know him.
Well, that's why you're inviting me round to dinner tonight.
All right, then I will, but what are you going to do?
I'm sorry, Meg. Very sacred business, these bucks turns.
And I asked Mrs. Powell if we could have all the Christmas decorations as well.
It's going to be absolutely wonderful, Petra.
Hey, I'm going too, Phyllis.
Oh, whoopee! Didn't know they had stuffed goose at weddings.
Oh, what do you got to be mean for, Phyllis? I just want to be friends.
Listen, donkey brain, I'm choosy about me friends, and I sure as hell don't need a gutless wonder with a face like a camel's bum crowding my scene.
Well, that's not me. I'm not like that. You shouldn't say things like that.
You shouldn't say things like that, rat-cock, dummy.
Now, you take that back, Phyllis.
You better close your mouth. You're dribbling in your dinner.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry, Phyllis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. What should I do?
Oh, the governor's going to love this one.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry, Phyllis. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Get out of the dispensary. Mrs. Barry here.
You shouldn't have hit her face. I didn't mean to hurt you.
She did it! Did you see her? Pow, pow! Lionel Rose got nothing on her. Those rotten mongrels better think twice now.
Yes, I think the prayer book's a lovely idea. Do they all want to put in for it?
Yes, they do. Now, I can organise the withdrawals and buy it tomorrow. There is one other thing. They want to wear civvies. Is that all right by you?
Yes, I don't see why not. Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Excuse me, Governor. Parker has just assaulted Hunt.
Is Hunt all right?
Well, she's being treated now, but I'd say she'll be out of action for some time.
I'll get the doctor's report.
Thanks. Bring her in, please, Miss Ferguson.
Come on, Parker.
What happened, Parker?
Oh, it was awful. It was all my fault.
And did Hunt provoke you?
How is Phyllis, Mrs. Reynolds? She going to be all right?
I haven't heard yet. Would you please...
I'm real sorry. It's me rotten temper. But I didn't mean to hurt her. Can I go and see her?
I'm afraid that's impossible. You will have 24 hours in solitude to think about what you've done. Thank you, Miss Ferguson.
Come on, Parker.
Got you worried, eh, Sonia? Lost without your mate, eh?
Yes,
This isn't going to take any more of that crap you dish out. So you better step down before she changes your frozen face, too.
Counting your chickens, aren't you, Birdsworth? Any fool who thinks with a fist is definitely no threat.
Oh, you'll think differently when you're lying flat on your back on the floor.
Please, Lizzie.
Oh, Cass better wear gloves when she clocks her or she'll get frostbite.
Look, you should be careful what you say to her, Lizzie. She could get back at you.
Not anymore. That rotten gang's had it.
Oh, I hope you're right. Look, I've been trying to cheer up Judy, but now I want to go and talk to Petra about the wedding decorations. Could you go and sit with her? She looks awfully down.
Yeah, nobody should be miserable today. Good day, Jude. Isn't that something in the dining room?
Yeah, what was it about?
That rotten gang have been making whoopee since we've been gone, and we haven't been able to do a damn thing about it.
Yeah, I saw a bit of their action last night. Must be pretty profitable for the Fred to get involved.
Yeah, she'd stick her nose in anything that stinks.
Stevens? Outside.
That Sonia just got to have to watch out for Cass. It's like having your own personal army, isn't it?
We have no worries with her. Brian's too caught up with her own problems.
What's Birdsworth up to?
Who cares? She's friendly with everybody since the punch-up.
Typical. How much of a threat is Parker?
No threat. Come on, she's so thick she wouldn't even know how to break bread.
Yeah, maybe. But if someone with brains were to get behind her, she could be a big help to both of us. Look, keep an eye on Bryant. Let me know where she stands. We can talk to Parker later.
Well, you must be pretty nervous if you're worried about me taking over.
Not at all. I just wanted to save you the trouble of trying. It's silly trying to fight for a losing team.
You're wasting your breath, Stevens. I'm not interested in your power struggles.
Well, a fence sitter. Or are you just going to bury your head in the sand?
I can do what I like. I don't have to listen to what you think I should or shouldn't do.
We were only thinking of you, Bryant. Thought you'd like your stay here to be free of hassles.
The only hassles I'm having is trying to get you lot to understand that I just want to be left alone. I don't care who is top dog, as long as it's not me. Now go and peddle your propaganda somewhere else.
All right, Bryant. But you better keep your head down when the firing starts. It's very dangerous when you're not wearing any colours.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, she's not in at the moment. She starts work about 1:30 this afternoon, okay? Thank you. Goodbye. How's Hunt?
Oh, could have a broken nose. Bit hard to tell with the swelling. She was lucky Parker only slapped her. You can imagine the damage if she really meant business.
It's a worry, isn't it? I mean, she's going to keep running into situations like that all the time.
Yeah, I went to see her in solitary. Apparently she's very upset about it all. Well, let's hope that next time she flies off the handle, she doesn't do any serious damage.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Well, what time for dinner?
Oh, let me see. 3 of us finish here at 8 o'clock.
Great. See you then.
And thanks, Scott.
My pleasure.
Parker, get over against that wall.
Hey, how's Phyllis? She's all right, isn't she?
Yeah, of course she's all right.
With all that blood.
Trouble is, Cass, you need someone to look after you, to stop you being locked away in here.
Oh, I heard her. I know I did.
We'd be happy to help you.
She shouldn't have said all them rotten things, and I should.
Will you stop worrying about Phyllis? We used her to set you up.
Well, why would you do that?
Well, we heard about your reputation, Parker. Just wanted to see it at first hand before we took you on the team.
You mean you got me to bash someone just to see if I could?
You did a good job too, Cass. You're just the kind of person we need to run our rackets.
Quick, get out! You mongrels! You dirty rotten mongrels! You come back here! I'll show you what it's like being bashed! You dirty rotten mongrel! You...
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun